Today on the Daily Meditation, how to stay calm and zen no matter what. Remember to subscribe. I'm sure that you, like me, have moments in your life when you feel serenely peaceful, calm, happy and content, and all is good. And then you have moments in your life when everything seems hectic and bad, and you feel stressed and anxious. What you really want to know is how can you feel that sense of calm, that sense of zen, while going through the bad times? I learned the answer to this from two of my heroes, Thich Nhat Hanh and Buddha. So there is a parable of the island within. Essentially, the parable says that whenever we are going through hardships in life, whenever we feel stressed and anxious, we must seek refuge in the place within, the place of peace and calm. Now, I've learned this is a really powerful tool. I've made a habit of any time that life gets a little bit hectic, I'll take refuge in that quiet, peaceful place within. And I'd like to show you how to do precisely the same thing. So I've learned a little bit of a twist on the parable of the island within. What I want you to imagine is that there is a home within yourself that you can go to any time that life seems hectic, you feel stressed, you feel down, and you just want to relax. There is a home within. It's a home of peace and happiness and relaxation. So, to begin with, I'm going to explain to you how to find this calming, relaxing space within. And it begins with some simple mindful breathing, anapanasati. But then, after that, it gets a little bit more detailed, and I've found a few tricks that will help you to really grow this sense of peace, of calmness within yourself. So, to begin with, you need to know how to find your way to that peaceful place within when life gets a little bit hectic. And to do that, I'll show you the meditation to do and explain it to you, and then you can practice in your own time. So to do that, we simply practice anapanasati. We're just going to close our eyes and focus on our breath moving into the abdomen and then back out. Obviously, to this point, is not that much of a secret. We all know that mindful breathing stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, reduces noradrenaline, balances cortisol, balances dopamine, and overall produces a sense of inner peace. And you've probably already experienced that inner peace when you meditate. What we want to do next is make this home within, this peaceful, zen-like place within, a little more comfortable, even more peaceful. If you imagine it being like a home, you want to turn the heat on and make sure that everything is right, so that when you return home, when you return to that peaceful place within, you immediately feel calm. And so I'll explain how to do that again, the meditation steps to do that, and then you can practice in your own time. So from where we're sitting peacefully, just breathing mindfully, feeling calm, peaceful and zen. From here, all we do is observe the quietude within. Find that space of emptiness, of calm, of peace. You're going to notice There is a place within your mind, within yourself, where everything is quiet, silent, and peaceful. Now, what you must do is meditate on that emptiness, on that space of quiet. What you're going to notice as you do this is that this space of quiet and zen, when you focus on it, it begins to grow until this peaceful nothingness surrounds you. So by focusing on the emptiness within, focusing on that place of quiet and zen, is going to grow until it envelops us. So that so far, we're going to go further, don't worry. That so far is how to cultivate a place of zen. However, right now we're only feeling zen while we are meditating, and I want you to feel zen and peaceful always. So how do we do that? So I'm going to show you how to feel peaceful at home, at work, at school if you go to school, university, wherever you happen to be. I'm going to show you how to feel zen there. And the key is compassion. So, returning to our analogy of there being a home within, a place we can return to inside of ourselves, what I want you to imagine is that this home within contains rooms just like any other home. And the rooms are areas, regions of your life. There's a home for yourself, and that contains your thoughts and your feelings about yourself. There's a home for your family, for your work, for your friends, for all the important parts of your life. There is a room. And this is kind of neurologically true as well, incidentally, because the brain does compartmentalize regions of our life in our mind. And so it almost is true that this home within contains rooms, and that those rooms are different regions of your life. Now, what we need to do is make each of those rooms of your home, each of those regions of your life, peaceful. And the key to achieving that is through compassion. So you probably already know that compassion is incredibly good for us. Studies show that it helps to reduce activity of the sympathetic nervous system. So it's going to reduce our stress levels just by being compassionate. So far in this meditation, we have found our way home to that peaceful place by mindful breathing. Then we have grown that sense of zen by focusing on the quietude, the peacefulness within. Now we are going to go to each of the rooms of our home and fill them with compassion. And what this is going to do is going to mean whatever area of your life you're currently in, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, whether you're with family or friends, you're going to be in a place filled with compassion, which is going to make you feel far less stressed, much more relaxed and peaceful. So to do this, we practice a combination of metta and karuna, that is loving kindness and compassion. And we begin with ourselves. So again, I'll show you the steps, and then you can do it in your own time. So continuing from our meditation, we begin with the self. We bring to mind ourselves. We visualize ourselves smiling. And then we say the loving kindness mantra, may I have peace, happiness, joy, and love. After that, we continue into karuna, or compassion. We bring to mind one struggle or one challenge that we face in our lives, and we visualize ourselves compassionately helping ourselves through that challenge. Now, when you do this, you might notice you have some little bits of hostility towards yourself. Perhaps there's something you feel angry towards yourself about. If that occurs, if you feel kind of angry to yourself, if there's anything that you need to forgive, then you're going to forgive yourself. And to do that, all you must do is bring to mind the human reasons that led you to do whatever it is that you did that you want to forgive yourself for. So, for example, I put on a bit of weight over the whole COVID thing. I'll be completely honest about it. And I do feel a little bit annoyed about myself for that. So what I'm going to do is remind myself of the human elements that led me to do that. You know, loneliness, a sense of dissatisfaction with life, and all those other things that we've been experiencing since the pandemic. And when I think that, I can say, oh, okay, I can see how I maybe ate a little bit too much food and put on a little bit of weight. I can understand why that happened, and I forgive myself. So, you're bringing yourself to mind, you're practicing loving kindness and compassion and then forgiveness. And that's going to make sure that the room of your home, the region of your mind that is all about yourself, is filled with compassion and loving kindness. And then all you must do after that is go to the other rooms of your house. So perhaps work. Bring work to mind. Practice loving kindness to whomever you associate with your work. See them happy and smiling. Say the mantra, may you have peace, happiness, joy, and love. Bring to mind a challenge that they're going through. Visualize yourself compassionately helping them with that. And if there's anything that you need to forgive, reminding yourself of the human elements that led them to making that mistake, and then forgiving them for it. Now, as you do this for the different regions of your life and for the different people in your life, what you're doing is you're breeding, you're cultivating, sowing little crops of compassion all throughout your life. And I promise you that if you do this, you're going to notice that your thoughts in wherever you go to, let's say you've done the compassion element for work and then you go to work, I promise you, guarantee, that you are going to feel more peaceful in those areas, specifically because you have cultivated compassion in those areas. And so this has been quite a deep, quite an extensive meditation, I feel, for today. However, if you do this, if you find your way back home to that peaceful place within, you focus your mind on the peacefulness so it radiates all around you. And then you visit each of the rooms of your home, each of the regions of your life, and you fill those with compassion and forgiveness through metta, loving kindness, which you can find on on the daily meditation. Karuna, compassion, and Tonglen as well. I didn't mention Tonglen, but you can use Tonglen as well if you'd like to breed compassion in all those areas of your life. Then whatever you do, you're going to feel supported, you're going to feel compassionate, you're going to feel peaceful, and you're going to feel zen. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name is Paul Harrison. If you would like to book a meditation session with me, you may do so on thedailymeditation.com. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay sensational.